Ancient Egypt was not merely a nation, it was a spiritual fortress, a kingdom built on the worship of gods who claimed dominion over every corner of creation. The Nile had a god, the sky had a goddess, the sun had a ruler. Even Pharaoh himself was considered divine. Egypt was a throne room of many spirit powers on earth. So, when the Most High God moved to liberate his people, he did not simply confront a political empire. He confronted a pantheon, a collection of gods. The plagues were not random disasters. They were targeted judgments. Each plague struck a specific Egyptian deity, exposing their impotence and frailty before the God of Israel. When the Nile turned to blood, it was a blow against Hapi, the spirit of the river. When frogs swarmed the land, Heket, the goddess of fertility, was mocked. When darkness covered Egypt for 3 days, Ra, the sun god, was humiliated. The Lord declared his purpose openly. Against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. Exodus 12:12. This was not merely deliverance. This was dethronement. The spirit powers who ruled Egypt were being stripped of their authority, exposed before the nations, and shown to be nothing before the one mighty God who created heaven and earth. God told Moses that as he delivered Israel from the land of Egypt, Moses would witness another one of his names, a name that even Abraham and Isaac had not known before. And God spoke to Moses and said to him, I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as God Almighty, but by my name Lord I was not known to them. Exodus 6:2-3. God's revelation of his name to Moses was a declaration that he was Lord not just over mankind, but over the spirit powers as well. The public humiliation, defeat of Pharaoh, and the spirit powers over Egypt confirmed his lordship and sovereignty. Numbers 27:16. He showed himself to be the highest God, the God, most high. Pharaoh resisted God, not because he was stubborn, but because he was spiritually aligned with the spirit powers who ruled his land. His heart was hardened because the gods of Egypt were fighting for their survival through him. But the Most High God does not lose battles. With each plague, the spiritual hierarchy of Egypt crumbled. With each judgment, the spirit powers were weakened. With each sign, the world saw that the highest God is really God alone. The final blow came with the death of the firstborn, a direct strike against Pharaoh's divine lineage. The God King was powerless to save his own son. The spirit powers had fallen. Egypt was defeated. Israel walked free. But the war was far from over. The spirit powers still ruled the nations. Their thrones still stood. Their influence still shaped the world. Egypt was only the first battlefield. Reflect on this. God does not simply free his people. He confronts the forces that enslave them. The plagues were not just miracles, they were revelations. Every false god that claims authority in your life will eventually face the same judgment. Freedom is never just escape. It is the overthrow of every power that stands against the purposes of God.